morning, Giants. I'm Evelyn Sanchez.
And I'm Gabrielle Brummett. For those of you that don't know, tomorrow is Veterans Day, which is the day where we honor our veterans.
Let's hand it off to Malia for more information on the federal holiday.
This is Malia Smith here covering Veterans Day, which is a special day to me considering that I am currently serving with the Indiana National Guard. I am here at the National Guard Armory for drill, which is a place that prepares warriors like me to transform into soldiers.
My name is Sergeant Noto with the Indiana Army National Guard. I'm a recruiter with the Army National Guard. So Veterans Day is actually a pretty cool concept. It is a day that we're able to recognize those who have served both currently and those who have served in the past, from World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, Desert Storm, Iraq, everything we've ever been in.
I have been deployed to Iraq. During that deployment, I learned a lot. The worst thing that I had to do while I was deployed was actually to have to work on the enemy that actually shot at us.
I celebrated first, I always start off with just remembering those who have gone to fight, who've been deployed, and who have died, and just really take the time to appreciate, myself and, what I've done in the short time that I've been in. Going to restaurants, of course, enjoying the free meals and the oil changes and everything. So, a time to recognize and also to have fun and just enjoy being a soldier for a day.
This isn't for everybody, but for those that are interested, feel free to step up and ask questions. You don't know the information, you don't know what it's about until you ask questions.
Malia Smith, BD TV.
Every year, Ben Davis High School opens their door to exchange students from all around the world to come to experience what it's like to be in an American high school. A few weeks ago, we welcomed our all-around-the-year exchange students, and once again, we're here to welcome the German exchange students who decided to come to learn more here at Ben Davis.
I decided to become an exchange student because I wanted to learn something about how Americans live and about the differences in the life of an American and of a German. I want to become teacher, and I think if I have good English skills, I can do more in the university and take more things to study.
The people are friendlier here, I guess, and of course, as Dominic already said, the school is very big here. We're not used to have this many students in our school.
I wanted to see America because I've never been here before, and I wanted to improve my English skills because I want to become an English teacher in the future, and I want to study English. I think it's a bit cool because I like the language and I watch movies in English and everything, so I kind of like to speak it, so it's nice.
We are so happy to welcome these amazing people to our school, and we all hope they have a wonderful time here at Ben Davis. Lana Talabha, BD TV.
Next, we have Spellball's Journey to State.
I'm standing outside of Mr. Peters' door, where the relatively new Spell Bowl team has been practicing every day for the state competition on Saturday. This new team has the potential to bring Ben Davis a state trophy.
Something really interesting about our team is that after 30 years of not being on the circuit, this is Ben Davis's first time of actually going to a regional competition. So it's been 33 years that the National Office for Spell Bowl actually told us that this is Ben Davis's first time qualifying on a regional level. So Mr. Peters is actually a really important component of orchestrating the whole team. Without him, we wouldn't have a stable team. Last year was his first time actually doing it at Ben Davis, but he has been known to do it in Gary, from where he was originally from.
It started last year, like last school year. It started with about 10 members. They made it to regionals, but I guess like those cut-off marks, they didn't get into state. But this year it was really exciting. I met new people, new faces. We separated it into like double letters, hyphenated words, words with space and all that. Oh, well, everyone was excited. Like, because we went social, so everyone was excited, especially me, because I was like, oh my God, yes, it's the first time we were going into state, so I was so excited. There's like a difference in that we don't speak out, we don't speak it, we just write it.
The Spell Bowl state competition will be held Saturday, November 11th at Purdue University at 11 a.m. Allison Bracken, BD TV.
And today we're going to be taking a look at the Ben Davis's Giant Speakers team. I personally got to meet with the head coach of the team. Here's what he had to say.
I'm Mr. Fred, and I am the head speech coach here at Ben Davis. Speech is an awesome activity, I think, that allows kids to express how they feel in a variety of different events.
The speech team has won Bradley University's Small Schools Division, had 7 sectional champions, 3 state event champions, 2 national finalists, is a school of excellence in the speech community, and is one of the top 20 schools in the nation.
Thomas will show up and help you bend your age. I mean, that's what friends are for.
My name is Jamar Owens, and I'm a 12th grader at Ben Davis High School. Speech to me is like an open space for, people to come and just express themselves, because like when I first started speech, I had just stopped playing football and I just needed some pastime, and I found a love in what I was doing to speak. Success is only in the mind, and to my mind, I haven't really been successful this speech.
If you're interested in becoming a part of the Giant Speakers, go see Mr. Peters in S107.
I can't wait for As you know, the holiday season has arrived and Thanksgiving is quickly approaching. In the meantime, Wayne Township is holding a food drive to help families all around the district. In just a few weeks, all these tables will be filled up with food.
This is very important to the community, mainly because that there are so many people in need and they don't have much money to fund themselves or their families. We're just doing the most we can to help the community, help others, lend a helping hand for their Thanksgiving drive.
Okay, so the Thanksgiving food drive is important to the community and me to myself because families around us don't have the money or the help that they need to get the food that they can get, like the Thanksgiving dinner or the meal that everybody else has provided that have the money.
This will not only be for students in the school, but their family and parents and relatives that live in our community. And I think it's important as a big school like Ben Davis to give back to its community.
Collections will be held in your Impact class up until Wednesday, November 15th. The Impact class with the most items will receive free waffles from the Waffle God. So come out and donate to help out these families in need. Amber Gervasio, BD TV.
Giving out donations is a great way to celebrate Thanksgiving.
Now let's go to a quick commercial break.
Tickets $8 this Friday. Come support your Giants. You feel me? This Friday at Fisher's. It's going down 7 p.m.
We have 5 fan buses for this Friday night against Fishers High School. Come out and support your Ben Davis Giants.
Touchdown, Ben Davis, number 13.
My name is Jacob Ross. I'm a senior here at Ben Davis. I'm a captain in the JROTC program. I think I was chosen to be Student of the Month because my work ethic in and out of the classroom, along with my leadership and dedication to JROTC. It feels really good being chosen to be Student of the Month and getting recognized for all the hard work that goes in outside of the classroom.
I'm Sandra Romyak, and I'm involved in Business Professionals of America. I was on the website design team last year, and we placed first at state and fourth at nationals. I'm the postmaster for the web design team, where we check all the emails that are sent to us, and I make them into work requests.
I nominated Amina for the Student of the Month because she embodies everything that I believe a successful student and ultimately a successful person in life, all the attributes that they would have. For example, she raises the level of the students and myself, her teacher, in the classroom, in her Algebra 2 honors classroom. She always asks why, which some teachers might consider that to be annoying, but that really pushes me to not just teach the tricks of mathematics, but to also explain the backstory and why things work. So Amina is my Student of the Month because she not only brings her A game to class, her A game raises everyone else's level to their A game around her.
Sister Act is a musical you wouldn't want to miss. Let's hand it off to the cast to see what they have in store this weekend.
My name is Lauren Robinson, and I'm playing Dolores Van Cartier in this year's musical Sister Act. Sister Act is centered around Dolores, and she's a showgirl, and she wants to become a star, but she has a criminal boyfriend, and she sees him kill somebody. So she goes to the cops and tells them basically that she needs somewhere to hide. And they put her in a church with a bunch of nuns. When we first found out who made the cast, we got books, and we were basically just reading through the whole script and all. And then when we stopped reading through the script, we moved on to music, and we started learning songs and started putting it together. And now we're on stage and we're putting the lights in, the choreo, the costume, the pit. It's just a big experience.
My name is Mrs. Harrison, and I am head choir director at the high school. I also teach music theory, and I'm one of the 4 directors for the musical. Mr. Hughes, Mr. David, Mr. Fraley, myself, and even Mr. Montgomery and Mr. Owens are also involved. Mr. Fraley does the acting and kind of the artistic aspect of the show. Mr. Hughes front-led with all of our music, a lot of our music, and also our pit musicians. I did a lot of the administrative tasks this year and did a little bit of music, and Mr. David is also with music, also helping with the music, but also is sitting in the pit playing guitar and synth this year. Sister Act was, after we read the script and listened to the music, we knew it was a good fit for our students in our area, our Wayne County area. It was a lot of fun, a lot of high energy, a lot of humor.
You can come see Sister Act Friday and Saturday. Friday we have a show at 7:30, Saturday we have a show at 2:30 and then 7:30. Tickets for students are $8 and adults are $10.
Millions of people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on sneakers every year. We want to know why sneakers have such a big impact on society, so we went into the halls to find out.
I wear Jordans, Pumas, and Nikes.
I like to wear Jordans, Nikes, Timberlands, and stuff like that.
I wear all types of shoes, Jordans, Adidas, whatever.
I wear Jordans, Huaraches, Air Max, Adidas.
About $29 billion are spent on a variety of sneakers each year.
In a year, I probably spend $600 to $800 on shoes.
It's in the thousands. I buy a lot of shoes. I really like shoes.
About like 500 at the max.
In a year, I probably spend like $700, $800 a year.
A lot of consumers feel that certain brands are worth the money despite the price. Others disagree.
It depends on the shoes. Not all shoes are worth the price that they're set at.
Some shoes are worth the money, some aren't worth the money just because of the colors.
It depends on if it's a special release type of shoe or not.
However, some people may not be able to afford the latest shoe and may receive criticism for it.
Because if you just have some dirty beat up shoes, then yeah, people are gonna be like, oh, he's a dirty beat up person, he doesn't take care of his shoes, he's not clean.
Everyone is judged by the shoes they choose to wear because everybody wants to fit in, everybody wants to be fresh and cool and all of that.
A lot of people get judged based on what type of shoes they wear, and it's not right, but shoes are essential and you do need them.
Jayla Tony, BD TV.
Here's Dawson with this week's forecast.
Hello again, Giants. I'm Dawson Nash, here to bring you this week's forecast. Today and tomorrow we can expect partly cloudy skies. Today a high of 39 and a low of 32. Into Saturday a high of 45 and a low of 30. Over to Sunday there's a chance of rain and it will stay pretty cold, so stay protected from the elements and avoid getting sick. That'll be a high of 45 and a low of 37. On to the forecast for next week. To start the week, Monday partly cloudy, high of 45 and a low of 37. Tuesday a high of 55, a low of 42. And staying partly cloudy into Wednesday, which will be high 59, low 41. To wrap up, Thursday, a chance of rain with a high of 57 and a low of 41. It looks like that'll do it for this week's forecast. I'm Dawson Nash, BD TV.
This is our house. It's nobody else's. It doesn't belong to anybody else. Nobody else has put in the blood, sweat, and tears that we put in. This is our house. We own this house. Now we get another one. And another one. And another one.
Good afternoon, Giants. I'm Aaron Falkenberg, and while the fall sports season may be coming to an end, we've got an exciting new season full of wrestling, basketball, and swimming coming up this winter. We've had another busy week in sports, so let's not waste another moment. Let's get right down to it. Last Friday, the football team matched up against East Side rivals Warren Central for the sectional championship in a matchup that will not soon be forgotten. In this intense matchup, the key for the Giants was a very explosive run game. That wouldn't have been possible without some great blocking from the offensive line. Johnny Adams jump-started the game with an 87-yard touchdown run. He finished the game in spectacular fashion, amounting for a grand total of 177 yards rushing. Joey Persons also had a big impact on the game, scoring 2 red zone touchdowns. The Giants ended the game with a grand total of 394 yards rushing. The defense had a rough first half, but came out and dug deep for the second half, allowing only 1 score, allowing the Giants to come out on top at the end of this intense showdown, 36-29. They'll kick off regionals at Fishers tonight at 7. Make sure to be there, you guys. You won't want to miss this. The girls' basketball team continued to get their season underway this Tuesday as they played Mooresville here at home. Nia Clark put up 27 points and Ambria Winsey put up 16 of her own. The Giants came out at the end of this close game, taking the dub 57-52. We look forward to playing this Saturday at Brownsburg. Make sure to go out there and support the girls. And that's a wrap for sports this week, guys. Make sure to get out there and support the athletes as they continue their seasons. I'm Aaron Falkenberg, BD TV.
I have a theory that some of the best conversations you'll ever have are over a bowl of cereal. That being said, this is my segment, Over the Bowl, where I meet you guys and get to know you over a bowl of cereal of your choice. So here's Greg from Greg's Corner. So happy to have you, bro.
What's up, man? Glad to be here.
Before we continue, you asked me to bring Frosted Flakes for you today?
Yeah.
So I got it. I have to take you through the Tony's Cereal Boot Camp.
Okay.
All right, so first, when you open the box, some people be ripping this apart. That's not what you do. You take your finger and you slide it. You see this. Yep. Do not rip the box. I will actually murder you. And I noticed that you didn't ask for the milk first. That's another.
Nah. I don't know why people do that. That don't make no sense to me.
I think I would actually stop dating a girl if she poured the cereal first.
Yeah, that makes wait, you poured the cereal first?
No, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So how do you tend to pick out the things that you want to show next?
And I do something that's like, not necessarily local, but something that gets no recognition at all, which is like a black business opening or a black team, you know, doing something positive in the community, something like that, and then just try to get the voice out there because there's a lot of positivity that goes on, especially in minority groups, that just do not get the recognition, and we get marginalized into a section where it's just like everything's negative towards us, you know, especially all that's going on in 2017. It's crazy. 2016 woke us up definitely in terms of minority groups in America.
Who are some of the most influential people to you? I know you really like Kendrick Lamar. I always hear that. What beat is that? Is it Ignorance is Bliss in the back?
Beat I always use is Sing About Me.
Sing About Me, yeah.
Yep, Kendrick Lamar is a huge influence to me. Tupac Shakur.
What did you like better, Tupac or Kendrick?
Tupac. This is the thing. With me, Tupac, he had the brains and the smarts, but Tupac was just as smart as he was foolish. You know, he was a walking contradiction.
Thanks for coming on, Greg.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure.
Man. Yeah, man.
All right. If you want to be on an episode of Over the Bowl, you can DM my personal Twitter at TonyBaloney_ or at BDTV_news, and we'll get to know you and all that cool stuff. Bye.
You'd be lying if you said that you didn't sniffle, shiver, and cry your way through the harsh winter season every year, barely tolerating the stinging conditions, as if trying to survive, as Bear Grylls would after being hucked into the crude wilderness for a week with nothing but the clothes on his back and the hotel key card he hides in his pocket. But this is the year where all that changes for you. We talked to a few passionate individuals about how they enjoy spending their time during the winter season to be as comfortable and happy as possible.
And cut.
Awesome. All right, come now. We got our stand-up. That's a good deal. We just need some interviews. So, Nick, we got you on boom mic still, right?
I don't think I can do it this week.
Dude, why not?
I did a backflip. It was totally radical, but I didn't quite land it.
What do you mean?
I landed on my neck. Halfway there. Still living on that prayer.
All right. Well, I don't care. We need this video done, and we need you holding the boom mic.
Watch this. Can't
What?
even... What? Oh, gosh, that hurts.
All right, you know what? I don't care. We need this for the end of the week. Figure it out. Suck it up, Buttercup. You're doing the boom mic.
All right.
Hi, my name is Ryan Brock, and during the winter time, I like to be in winter guard. It's just a fun activity to do, and I like to perform, and it's a good way to get that done. Could you not?
Hi, my name is Ashley Aiken, and I like to leave my dentures in sugar water, so when I wake up and put them on in the morning, I get a sweet surprise.
My name's Tag, and what I like to do in the winter is I like to drink hot water and then like snort up the hot cocoa powder so that when it gets to my stomach, it becomes hot cocoa. It's more efficient that way.
Hi, my name is Nick Brown, and during the holiday season, what I like to do is I start off my morning with a whole gallon of eggnog. And then after that, I like to shove a whole thing of parsley down my throat until I can't breathe properly. Wait, if I'm here, who's doing the boom mic guy? Hey!
No, I have so many questions. Yeah, you've given 3 people in the last 24 hours concussions. You're fired.
That's it for this week, Giants.
Check us out on Twitter at BDTV_news for any updates.
And remember, if it's about you and me,
It's on BDTV.